Welcome back to another chart breakdown, weekly chart breakdown. First thing first, make sure you are being very careful with this upcoming week. Make sure you're practicing risk management like heavy, because there are a lot of fundamentals coming out this week, a lot of big news, a lot of major news, a lot of news that can make the charts very volatile. Also, Trump is halting strikes in Iran. Possible deal once again. I know another possible deal, and that's going to make markets pretty crazy. So Sunday, markets might gap. Monday, we might have a crazy whoopsaw. So be careful on Sunday. I don't trade Sundays anyway. I don't even trade Mondays. So be careful Monday if you're trading. Be careful throughout the whole week, because we have a lot of news mixing with a lot of just stuff overseas. So heavy fundamental week coming up. So let's start off with gold. And this is another reason why you need to be careful. This is the weekly chart. And look at this week here. These weeks, this month plus here. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened besides a lot of people accounts getting blown. So off rip, we already know we're still in this bullish pullback right here. I'm sorry, bearish. We're in this bearish leg still. You know, we created this high, created this low, broke this low. This high is right here. Never came back to break this high, and we've just been trending down, right? So I'm just gonna mark this up. We're not gonna hit that no time soon. And down here is so nasty. I'm just gonna try to find a level here, and I'm just going to automatically, I might just mark that off here. Automatically go down to the daily to try to clean it up. So another thing with how the markets have been, it's been hard to hold trades. It's been very hard and very difficult to hold trades. So I have been practicing on scalping and just day trading in a sense. And it's actually been working out pretty well. But when you're scalping and day trading and markets that are crazy like this, you're still taking your trades off of these higher key levels. You're not like lower levels are not your friend when markets are crazy. You still want to get your trades off of these daily and weekly levels, because they're still going to be more respected than like a 5-minute, 15-minute level. All right, so we're on a daily right now, and the daily is basically ranging. You know, we have some bearish pressure here, bearish, created this high, created this low, breaking this low, even started to accept price in this area right here. Then of course, no acceptance. Remember, this is the daily. These are very valuable candles. Price pushed up, created this high, but then we have failed to break these lows. We've been failing to break these lows for a very long time. We have not broken these lows in a very long time. So I'm still convinced that we might still reject these lows, and I would not be too optimistic to take sells. I would not be too optimistic to take sells here. Of course, if price breaks down, come back to retest, then things will change. But in order for me to take a sell here, I will need for price to just create history down here. Because if you look at this candle here, this daily candle here, it looks like price was starting to accept these lower levels, and then it just shot right back up. So, and then when it came down and retested it, shot right back up. So if I was to look for shorts, I would need for price to literally dance down here. And this is on the daily. So if price was to come down here and close on like Monday or Tuesday, honestly, realistically, I probably wouldn't take a short until like next week or so if price is still down here dancing. So for me, I'm looking, my bias is to catch some small longs here. That's my bias. You know, I know it's crazy because we're definitely in a downtrend, and we're definitely bearish, and we're in a range as well. But this is kind of my bias right here. But more so, That's actually what I'm looking at, you know. And if we go by this range, looking into the range, we have this high, we have a crazy downtrend here, and then we have price broke this high. So this is the leg that caused the break of this high. So we have not had price break this low. So essentially, we're switching into a bullish market. This is the leg that broke this high. We have not had any, this low right here did not break this low. So essentially, we're switching into a bearish market, right? So I would like for price to even break this high here, come back, retest, and then zoom up. You can be more careful and wait for price to break all of these highs here and then retest this level here. But just be careful because it's going to be a lot of swinging and zigzagging and whipsawing, shall I say. And you don't know how, after all the news come out this upcoming week, what the chart's going to look like. So just be very, very careful. Be very, very patient. Remember to be reactive instead of proactive. All right, so let's go down over to US30. So US30 is a mess as well. As you can see on the weekly, we haven't done anything. We have not done anything. And so on the weekly, we are still in a bullish market on the weekly. We created this high. Now we're actually we created a low here. We created a low and ended with a crazy indecision candle right here. So we're going to go to the daily, see what the daily looks like. The daily looks absolutely horrible. Like, this is horrible. Like, can you imagine how many accounts have gotten blown this past week? Like, I don't even know how to even set this up. Let me go down to the 4 hour. So I'm going to go back to the daily. So this is actually pretty horrible. This is US30 on the daily. On the daily, we're in the range. So you know what we're going to do, because the markets are so bad right now and there's so much fundamentals. We're going to set our alerts and we're just going to wait for price to jump out this range. That's what we're going to do. And I guarantee it's going to happen this week because there are a lot of fundamentals. Like I said, once with the deal that Trump is planning to put in place to open up the Strait of Hormuz and all that just happened like literally hours ago. We're probably going to gap up on Sunday. Probably going to gap up, and we could be possibly trying to make some more highs here. But I don't know how the rest of the news is going to come out in the week with the fundamentals. So you might not get a good setup, a good reliable setup on US30 until like Thursday or Friday. I'm just being real honest because a lot of fundamentals coming out. So US30 is real risky. So I'm sitting on my hands this week as much as I can to protect my accounts. So I'm not touching this until my alerts get hit. We're breaking out of here, and then we can create some market structure up here. Or we're breaking below here, and we can create some market structure down here. So that's what we're doing for US30. And then here we go to my golden pair that I love so much that a lot of prop firms do not allow you to trade. So this is another pair that's been a pretty ugly, but also if you can catch it at the right time, you can catch some good trades here. And the right time that's been to trade this pair has been Asian session, man. Asian session has been great. Like, if you like how I just told you not to trade US30, if you want to scalp US30, scalp it during the Asia session, right? You can go into this range and find you some good key levels. Mark them off on the 4 hour. Find you some good key levels on the 4 hour time frame, and then drop down and scalp it on the 15 and maybe even a 5 minute time frame during Asia session. You'll catch some good trades, but you have to be real patient. And I would suggest don't take any trades before like 8:30 or so. Like, be real patient. So, all right, we are still on US30. Let's go back. So right here, we were bullish, and I believe last week we are trying to trend into a bearish market here. So you can consider this a low. I will consider it a low because we're on a weekly. On a weekly, you can use one candlestick as a swing. So I'm going to consider this low was broken. It did not fully close like a nice convincing candle, but it's still closed below this level. And even this low is broken by this low, even like the wicks. So I would like to say that Japan 225 has officially turned into a bearish market. And if we go to the daily has been bearish for a very long time. And this right here for a short, that actually looks very good. Not gonna lie. All right, so looking here on the daily we're definitely bearish. So what I would look for, honestly, I would look for, because once this open up on Sunday with the news, it might gap up. It might make it seem like it's going to be a reversal and turning bullish. But even if it does turn bullish, because what's been happening, if you looked at the charts last week, things looked bearish. Then during the first half of the week, things ripped, and then they actually broke down like this. Let's see if I can even show you that. Let's go to US30. As you can see it here. Where are we at? So this candle right here was Monday. See how Monday gapped up, ripped up, and then tanked. So that's I think it even happened on gold as well. See, this is Monday. It gapped up, actually tanked, but then it ripped, then it tanked again. So I might expect the same here, for it to maybe even gap up, rip, probably Monday, Tuesday, and then probably have some kind of fundamentals on Wednesday and Thursday to continue its bearish pressure. So that's what I'm looking at. Ooh, didn't mean to change to move you. So that's what I'm looking at for this pair right here. And if it decides to just tank, then this is what I'm looking at, of course. But we need price to accept these lower levels, because as you can see, whenever price was down here, it literally just shot through this level here, all down here, just shot through. So I will need for price to, and it's actually a pretty good level here too. You see, boom, dropped, boom, verse, hit it, dropped, hit it, then broke it. So if price was to break below this level here, I will need it to dance a bit. And when it dances down here for a while, and the further it dances down here without just shooting back up, that'll let me know that the price is accepting these lower levels. So when it does come up and I do start to see rejection candles, I will feel more confident that we are going back short. So that's what we're doing here. So if you're still here, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you sit on your hands next week and just be patient. I'm telling you, the less trades you take next week, the more profitable you're going to be, because a lot of accounts are going to get blown next week. A lot of prop firms are going to be putting out specials because they know people are going to be blowing their accounts. They're going to be trying to get everybody back. So be patient next week. Lower your risk tremendously. You're not missing out on anything. Appreciate you guys.